Well, guys, the New York Knicks did drop their third game of the summer league now with a 1-3 record. Obviously, they're not going to the playoffs, but this game feels like a win for the Knicks because no Bokum Dadi, no Kevin McCullough, no Mohamed Diawara. It seemed like half the freaking roster was out tonight, and Tyler Kolek and Marjan Bijam stepped up. I mean, Bijam, this is the second consecutive game he's just taken over. He was 6 of 11 from three. The Knicks were down three with about 4 seconds remaining, and they didn't run a play for him, which makes absolutely zero sense. But that's the thing with Bijamp is he's a very good defender. We know he can slash to the basket. It's just a matter of can he knock down the open three. This is a former first round pick we're talking about, guys. He's putting together something that we seriously have to talk about for the Knicks because what do we need right now on the main roster? That is going to be wings. Well, that's exactly what Bijan provides. He's a 3 and D wing, and Mike Brown has to be taking this into consideration. He was once again at the game. Kolek was the story of the last one, and then this one was all Bijan. He was phenomenal. I mean, 29 minutes, 10 of 16 from the field, 6 of 11 from three. He did miss 5 free throws. If he had made them, the Knicks would have won. But a 17-point comeback, take the lead in the fourth quarter, obviously didn't get the win. But I feel very encouraged. It's not like the regular Knicks where if they lose, it's like it doesn't matter. This is the summer league. Wins and losses are irrelevant. It's just how your players are progressing. And man, did Bijan look very, very good tonight. And in terms of Tyler Kolek, he finishes the game with 14 points, did miss all 6 of his threes, 6 of 15 from the field, 5 assists, 5 turnovers. It wasn't the best game in the world for Kolek, but down the stretch, he had a nasty step back mid range off of a behind the back snatch back over his former teammate, of course. Man, that was an insane move. And then probably even a better move was when he had that spin move and then got to the basket on his strong hand and laid it up and in with the contact. Tyler Kolek, he reminds me a lot of Jalen Brunson. Obviously, he's not a 25 points per game scorer on very efficient numbers yet, but just his skill set and his bag is very similar to Brunson. It's not like Brunson took the summer league by storm as well. I mean, he struggled at the beginning of his career. Brunson was shot like 25% in the summer league. So for all we know, if Kolek continues to play and get development around him and reps, he could be a very good player. And I think he has the mindset as well to be an NBA player, at least to play in New York. And I'm hoping that we do get to see him in the regular season. Obviously, he's going to bounce around in the G League and the actual Knicks. But Kolek has shown enough to me that at the very least he should play. He has the potential to be a very, very good player. And the Knicks, if they've learned anything from the Thibodeau era, it's that they need to develop their younger players more, and they also just need to expand upon the bench and to keep their starters fresh, even if it results in more losses in the regular season. If you're a Knicks fan like me, the last thing we should be caring about is wins and losses in the regular season. The Knicks just need to stay healthy, and they'll have a chance in the playoffs. And that's exactly what happened. They stayed healthy and they went to a sixth game of the Eastern Conference Finals, the first time they've gone that far in the playoffs in 25 years. Think about that for a second. It's pretty crazy to think about. Anton Watson, I thought honestly had a productive game. He ends up finishing with 9 points and 4 rebounds, 3 block shots, 3 of 7 from the field. Did miss all 3 of his threes, but knocked out all 3 of his free throws. He's a guy that is definitely in consideration for some minutes for the Knicks. I thought he had a pretty solid game. James Najee played just 7 minutes, 2 points. I think we can all agree. Yeah, I think we can all agree that he is certainly not getting that second round exception. It's more than likely going to go to Mohamed Diawara, who has shown a lot of promise. But Najee will be in the G League, and he's a developmental guy for sure. He's got potential. And Dink Pate had 11 points. He had an amazing game. I mean, 4 of 9 from the field, 2 of 2 from three. Of course, had that and one where he did make the three-pointer. That was off of a nice move. Good to see Pate actually get some opportunities to shoot the ball because previously he was sort of like a dribble handoff type. But that just doesn't make a lot of sense. He needs to be having some runs and sets for him because he can score the basketball. He's got a bag on him for sure. And then also looking at that, I mean, honestly, Baba I thought had a good game. I mean, he had 9 points, played in 27 minutes, 4 of 7 from the field. With all the injuries, he got a chance, and he had some solid plays. But overall, I mean, he was a -8, but so was Tyler Kolek. But it's good to see him also get out in transition and run too. Something the Knicks don't really do much of is push the pace and get out in transition. And Baba's not making the roster, but he's a really solid player, man. Of course, coming over from Japan, I was hoping to see more of him, but it kind of is what it is. And Hook also didn't play tonight, so yeah, I mean, three of the four Knicks picks actually, even if we count this year, four of the five Knicks draft picks in the last 2 seasons didn't even play. So they were extremely outnumbered, but I thought the kids competed and hustled, and that's really what I care about, wins and losses. I mean, obviously, if the Knicks were undefeated, I'd be hyping them up. I'm not going to be a hypocrite, but at the end of the day, I mean, it's just about, are these guys improving from the first day they step in the gym to the last day? And I think we can all agree that they have been. I mean, to be 1-2 and to come back down 17, missing like half your team, it shows a lot about the grit of this team. And I'm pretty pleased as a Knicks fan, man. I mean, it's a summer league, but I had a good time watching the game. Especially it's Knick basketball at the end of the day. So, but really outside of that, that's kind of all I've got on the game. I mean, I don't have the. I mean, I do have the tape, but I've got to go look at it and things like that. I probably won't look much at it if I'm being honest. The Knicks are 1-3, but in terms of the regular season, there is an opportunity for some depth on the wing. Mikal Bridges, Gershon Yabusele. I mean, it's kind of it. Like, Josh Hart, a little bit undersized. He's more of a guard. Jordan Clarkson, Deuce McBride. So the Knicks need some size and leaping ability at that forward position. I think that's where, honestly, Marjan Bijump comes into play. The only issue for him is there's only one more roster spot available, which is probably going to go to Ben Simmons or Landry Shamet. Not probably, it is going to go to Ben Simmons or Landry Shamet. So where does Bijan come into play? Because that second round exception, which is the other roster spot, is going to go to Mohamed Diawara or James Najee. So there's not much of a realistic opportunity for Bijan from that standpoint. But I do think he played well enough to at least open up Mike Brown's eyes. And this is a guy who's always had a lot of potential. I mean, Knicks fans were excited to see him play in the summer league. He got up to a slow start, but he's picked it up since. And he's gotten more of a role. And everything he shot looked like it was going in. I mean, he didn't even miss a single three in the first half of this game. Like, he was on one for sure. And I'm hoping that he is going to continue to get more and more run and more reps. The Knicks, I believe, will play one more game. Just because you don't go to the playoffs doesn't mean your season's over. Everyone who doesn't plays another game on Saturday, I want to say. Don't quote me on that. So we will get to see Bijan one more time. But just given the fact of, and it's just like, what are we doing here? When the Knicks play, you go to ESPN. It's so easy to find. I mean, you can't do that on NBA League Pass. Yeah, Bijan is 6'7", 199 pounds. He's just 24 years old. There's just not a lot of 6'7" guys on the Knicks at his position. Like OG Anunoby and Gershon Yabusele, legitimately the only two forwards on this team that are that size. But Kolek Daddy, I don't see much of a realistic pathway for him to play. I think he's still extremely raw. He didn't really show us much in the summer league as well. He looks like the same player he was last season, which doesn't make any sense. I mean, how he hasn't improved. But he's still very, very young. He's, 21 years old? Is Dadier? I think Dadier 21. Might be turning 22. Wait, oh my God, he's only 19. Jesus, I didn't know he was that. I forgot he was that young. So yeah, I mean, it kind of makes sense. 2004 and 2005, all of a sudden I feel very, very old because of that. So yeah, but I mean, Bijan, given he's 6'7", given he's been knocking down threes, he's been aggressive, he's a good defender. It's just hard for me to believe that there's many options out there on the market available that are better than him. I really don't at the end of your bench. Assuming you don't get Ben Simmons, if it's up to Shamet and then, of course, talking about Bijan, then we can have a discussion because Shamet is a 40% three-point shooter. That's also a good defender, and that's kind of what he has on Bijan. But from athleticism, like upside type of standpoint, I think you do have to look at Bijan. But, I mean, let's be honest. I don't think we're going to be seeing him on the Knicks next season. But another team will certainly pick him up. There's no question. He's done enough to at least get a job with another team, and I'm rooting for him, man. He's been a lot of fun to watch. Dominated the third quarter yesterday.